In a recovery day, the athlete should attempt to keep all exercise intensities below 60% RPE, or rate of perceived exertion. So basically, don't try doing anything harder than your 60% of your best effort. The goal of a recovery day is to keep yourself in a throwing mindset, get your blood flowing, and allow your body time to prepare for your next high output day while still incorporating a training stimulus. As we say, rest is atrophy. So we want to find a way to actively recover in order to not lose any gains without overreaching or overtraining. This is also a time we could still focus on adjustments we're attempting to make with the pivot pickoffs and general catch play. A recovery day begins as all throwing workouts do, with any PT recommended exercises and completing soft tissue work that specifically addresses your individual mobility demands. Next, a dynamic warm-up that again is based on your individual demands should be done to prepare yourself for the throwing warm-up. The throwing warm-up precedes any throwing. It consists of a Jaeger band routine, wrist weight exercises, and shoulder tube. The plyo routine comes next, and on a recovery day, that only includes reverse throws and pivot pickoffs. For a no-throw recovery day, only reverse throws will be done, and you'll go straight into the recovery routine from there. It bears repeating. Keep all exercises below 60% RPE. You should still be able to perform these drills at this low intensity level. If you don't believe you can, it's likely because you haven't attempted to do so. Gauging your own intensity is a skill, and you'll need to get better at it if you aren't already. Blowing out drills on your recovery day will come back to haunt you on your high output days. Intensity is always fun to see, but at the right time in the right places. Nobody's going to win anything for throwing a green ball 55 on a recovery day. After a plyo routine, light catch is done, and it should be just that. You might feel good on a recovery day, and that's a great thing, but that doesn't mean you should rip a 90-mile-an-hour heater just because it feels good. That is where injuries lie. After the plyo routine and the light catch, the recovery routine is the most intensive part of the recovery day, and that you'll be performing more sets here than on other days. Have a focus for each rep still. This is not a day to slack off. The best athletes we've had in gym do the very best at monitoring their intensity during recovery days, and they also deeply understand the purpose of that day is to best prepare them for their high output days.